Come on in.
Hi there.
Oh, hey, Patty.
Hey.
I'm just getting to know Nicola.
Okay.
So thanks for coming by. She's dealing with a lot of stress in her life.
Patty Robin.
Feels like she's just treading water. She's a little overwhelmed right now.
Okay.
Wondering if you had time to meet with her.
I do.
All
Yeah.
right. Well,
All right.
I will leave the two of you to chat, and
Okay.
I'll catch up with you a little bit later.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah. Thank you, Doctor. Oh, okay. So let me introduce myself a little more. My job, I'm a behavioral health consultant, and so I consult with the doctors around here and patients and help them come up with a plan to improve their lives. We meet today probably about 15, 20, 25 minutes.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. So, stress can really take a toll on your health, mental, physical, and social. So we'll be trying to come up with something that you can do different to start to make things better. Let's see, I charge the medical record just like all the doctors. If there's any kind of risk or issue of safety or danger, I help you with that. Do you have any questions before we start?
No, I'm just, I just feel that it stresses me a bit, but I try. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a brochure about our services, and you can look at that later. I just want to say a lot of people, only see me once and really get something that kind of makes a difference. But other people will come back for a few times to learn some other skills. Okay? Any questions?
No.
Okay. Well, I have an outcome measure that I'm going to have you complete at the end of the visit. It'll be kind of like a baseline for us. It's just a measure of your quality of life. Okay. And let's start with where are you living?
Right now, not too far from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who do you live with?
With my 2 kids.
Okay. And your kids are how old?
4 and 5.
4 and 5, and things are going pretty good for them and you?
Yes, they're also affected by the fact that I'm stressed.
Okay.
So it also
yeah,
affects
they
them.
pick up on that.
They pick up on that, and
Yeah.
then they act out, and it's.
Are they doing all right in school?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good.
That's going pretty.
And
well.
is their father involved, or are you single,
No,
divorced?
we got separated a year ago.
Okay, a year ago.
Yeah. Yes.
And is he involved? Does he see the kids or help you out? Or?
Yeah. I mean, he's struggling himself. He has a history with PTSD, and so it has been tough for him. So he doesn't get to see them that often. I can't really rely on the appointments that we make. I mean, I really want them to have a relationship with their dad, but yeah. He struggles, I struggle. Financially, I'm basically struggling by myself.
Okay.
That's not too much from his side that I can.
Lots of stress. Are you working?
Yes.
Okay.
I am at a call center.
Call center. Yeah. Well, that's a hard job.
Yeah. Yes, it really is.
Okay. You like it, or it's just paying the bills and it's okay?
Well, I never imagined myself working at a place like that, but right now it's the job that I have, and I mean, my colleagues, it's going okay with them. And
okay.
From on that side, I really like it.
Okay.
And the task, I mean, if I'm a social person, and if it wasn't about measuring how many minutes and seconds we are with a client on the phone and stuff like that, I would like it, I would enjoy it, but it's putting a lot of pressure on us.
Sure. Okay. So you like some of your colleagues outside of work? Do you get together with them, or do you have neighbors or friends or family you talk with?
Well, I don't get to see them
Okay.
much. I mean, when I don't work, I want to be with my kids.
Okay,
since I'm working full time and
okay,
we don't get to see each other that much anyway. So
okay,
yeah.
yeah, okay. And what do you do for fun? Is that with the kids, or are there other things, hobbies, things you like to?
Right now it's mostly being with the kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in the past, were the things you liked?
Yes, I mean, I like to read and listening to podcasts. And, yeah, meeting
Okay.
friends actually.
Okay. Meeting friends?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty busy with young children and working
Yeah.
full time. Okay.
And then I mean, yeah, the whole health bit. I know what would be good for me, but then
Okay.
there's life right now. It seems.
Okay. There's like what you want to do, and then there's life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're kind of running from thing to thing. And the thing that got you in to see the doctor today, you came, said your stomach was
Yeah.
bothering you, and
Yes.
yeah,
A lot.
okay, I saw
recently.
that, yeah. And so you came in, and what's your diet like? It's always like to hear with stomachs hurting.
Also with that, I know better, but yeah, since it's job, kids, and me in between, and then with my kids being also a bit unstable, it's really I focus a lot on them when we eat, make sure that they eat, but then sometimes I don't eat myself.
Okay.
And for me, it's often something on the go, like junk food and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay. Caffeine?
Yeah,
Mhm.
caffeine and soda. I'm not too good at drinking water. I never have been.
Oh,
As soon as things don't taste anything,
yeah.
I forget about drinking. So
Oh, so how much soda?
yeah, maybe big bottle per day, like
Okay, a liter.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you think that is hard on your stomach?
It's not doing any good, at least.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it could be many things, but
Mhm.
yeah.
okay. And are there certain things that seem to set your stomach off, or, do you notice certain times or people or situations, or it just hurts a lot?
It's hard to say. Sometimes it's like really, like it kicks me that whoa, that is painful, but then I have this feeling that it has been painful, maybe even before an hour or two, but I just notice it when it got really
When it
bad.
gets really bad?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What have you tried to help with it?
Well, it was for me to notice that there were things going on.
Right.
And then I tried with hot water bottles,
Uh-huh.
like the warmth and the heat. That helped before, but right now I find it helps sometimes in the evenings when I try to sleep and when I have when it's painful. But during the day I don't really know what to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So it seems like you've hit upon some things that seem to work, but it's during the day when you're really busy, you have trouble kind of even checking in and just kind of, I don't know, taking a deep breath, kind of just doing one thing at a time.
Yes, I mean taking a deep breath.
Yeah. All right, well, so maybe I can teach you something new today that you can do in the time you have available. There's a couple of things I have in mind. So let's try one and see how it goes. It has to do with just kind of like checking in with yourself in the moment and kind of I don't know, when we're really busy, we're kind of like in the future and, you know, kind of thinking about
Yeah.
how the last call went and anticipating the next one and what am I gonna make for dinner and, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is about like, kind of like slowing things down
Mm-hmm.
and just taking a deep breath.
Mm-hmm.
And could you put your feet, both feet on the ground and just experiment with this, like, where we're just maybe just tuning in to listening.
Mm-hmm.
So when you listen, can you name 3 sounds that you're hearing just as you hear them?
The clock.
Yeah.
And people talking.
Yeah.
And there was a click right now.
And there was a click right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of those things right now, right here. And how about 3 things you see right now?
Right now, I see this blue bench, and I see all these black medical stuff.
Okay.
I don't even know the words for.
Right.
And yeah, the whole picture.
Okay. And are you still hearing?
Yeah.
So we can see and hear.
Mm.
Okay. And now, maybe a little trickier, just take a deep breath and kind of tune into your body. You know, your head, your shoulders,
Mm.
your chest, your legs, your feet on the ground. 3 sensations.
Like things I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have the paper in my hand. I feel that.
You feel the paper with your fingertips?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel my shoulders, but they are tense. Muscles have been tense a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel right now it's like a pressure on my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I think, and you still hear the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It got really loud since I noticed that one.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny where we put our attention.
Mm.
Do you notice anything different about the quality of that 2 or 3 minutes we just spent
Mm.
and what we were doing before, kind of how you were feeling before?
Well, I thought, I mean, basically I have this, I have my watch in my hand most of the time,
Mm-hmm.
and have this schedule
Mm-hmm.
in my hand, where I can almost picture hours and minutes
Yeah.
that I filled, and I didn't do that during the last
Okay.
3 minutes.
Okay, so there wasn't the list making and the scheduling, and there was just the,
I almost have, like you know, you have your calendar
Yeah.
on your phone, and I
Yeah.
have that picture constantly in my
right,
hand.
right. Yeah, and your sense of wellness, was it there's something kind of nice about just being where you were for a few minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's I think it's so important to take little breaks throughout the day where we're just where we are.
Mm.
And we're not in the future and we're not in the past. And I think when we can do that a little more often, it's easier to have a little more, I think, to kind of have a different perspective on our day-to-day lives, which sounds like you're kind of going through kind of a really stressful kind of part of your life. If you think of your life as kind of like chapters in a book, would you say this chapter, what would you name it?
The unexpected. Yeah. Worryland. I never expected myself to be in a situation like that.
Yeah, so the unexpected and
Yeah,
with
and
the
worry and worry.
Worryland. Oh,
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So worrying. Yeah.
And it's new to me. I didn't ever think that I would be in a situation like that.
Mhm. Mhm. So, in this chapter of the unexpected worry land, there's probably different sections or parts of the chapter, like what you worry about, how much you worry about it, what you can do about it, and when you're going to do it. And I don't know, that probably works sometimes for some of the worries, but not so well for others. Yeah. Yeah. But it's a chapter, probably. Yeah. There's been other chapters.
I mean, it starts already with the kids. They also grow, mature. So right now it's like, keep on fighting for them, but I know that things get, hopefully when they get settled into our routines. I have my hopes up.
Yeah, good for you. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's important to keep that perspective and kind of develop it more, that sense of the kids will grow up. They will, become more independent over time. And there's probably plenty of room for them eating or not eating a particular meal. And time for me to just sit down and tune in, listen to 3 things, take 3 breaths at like mealtime, and, listen to 3 things they say and just eat. Feel the fork in my hand and take time with it. Yeah? Okay. All right, so now we need to come up with a specific plan, okay? And I always kind of take notes on what that plan is, and what I'll ask you to do is take the plan and go work with it and see kind of what happens. See if it helps in terms of your stomach for sure, and with just a sense of stress in your life. Yeah. So those are the 2 things we're working on. So I'm thinking it would make sense for you to do that kind of practice where, maybe between calls, just, notice 3 things in your visual field, hear 3 things, feel 3 sensations, take 3 breaths, and just kind of come into the moment a little bit. It's a little more restful state to be in. Is that something you'd be willing to do?
Yeah. And then I need to see what the specific days look like. Sometimes
Sometimes you can do it, sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
Well, could we have you maybe plan to do it once in the morning, once in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say 1 time AM, 1 time PM. What should we call these breaks? Where you just you're just in the moment.
Maybe check in. I
Yeah.
like that when you said that.
Check in.
Yeah.
Check-in breaks.
Mm.
You know, kind of a nice thing to add to as a little reward for yourself when you do find time to do this is, you know, right at the end, just to put your hand over your stomach and kind of like check in and say, I'm doing this for you, too.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah. And, okay, so check-in breaks and then kind of a little check-in kind of ritual at mealtime with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, that perspective taking, I'm just going to make a note of that so you can think about that perspective of kind of, you know, one way to look at things is like a mouse does,
Mm-hmm.
you know, where you're dealing with every moment, you know, every little thing in front of you. And another perspective is like eagle perspective, where you just kind of, and you just kind of make room for everything there.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So perspective, just to kind of mouse to eagle, a deep breath.
Mm-hmm.
Can you try it with me?
Mm-hmm.
Try it now. Okay. Bigger picture.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You have a calendar where you can, you know, kind of, you do have a calendar.
Yes.
Can you kind of like, in the evenings, just check to see, did I do this once in the morning? Did I do, you know, you're not going to do it every day, obviously, but we just want to have some way of kind of tracking
Yeah.
how much you did it in order to see.
Maybe it's good with a reminder in the morning and in the evening so that I check if that I
Yeah.
have the plan and then I see if I did it or something like that.
Okay. Well, you can work out something
Yes,
that,
I will.
yeah. And so, when would you like to come back and check in and see how this is working for you?
I
My
don't
schedule.
really know. I mean, my schedule. It took a lot of effort for me to come in here today. I
Mhm.
mean,
I
it's always
do-
either work or children suffering from it when
Yeah.
I do something like that. So
I keep
a month.
A month, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just say a month is fine, and if you want to come back sooner, that's good too. I keep a pretty open schedule, so I have about 5 or 6 open appointments every day,
Okay.
and you might have a time when it opens up when you can come. You can also bring the kids that have stuff they can do.
Okay.
They might want to learn some of the things we're trying to learn too.
Yeah.
We have versions for them. All right, so there you go. How helpful, well, first, how confident, 1 to 10, 10 very confident you're going to do these things?
I would say, in general, where we see also consider these days where I won't make it, an 8 to 9.
Okay, that works for me. And how helpful was the visit today? 1 to 10.
It was really unexpected. I would get to see it.
Okay.
And yeah, but
Yeah.
I also would say 8 to 9.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think making some little changes in your daily activities will help
Yeah.
in a lot of ways
Okay.
over time.
What
So-
am I supposed to do now? Will
Oh.
I see the?
No, I think you're done
I'm
for
done,
today.
okay.
Yeah, that's good. And you can schedule the appointment, or you can just